What's up everyone, it's Ibra. Today we're diving into a wild story. Some of the biggest names in the restaurant industry are on the verge of disappearing. These are places you grew up with, birthday parties, family dinners, late-night cravings. But now, they're closing doors across the country. We're counting down the top 12 massive restaurant chains that are struggling, shutting down locations, or just straight up crumbling in 2025. We're talking thousands of stores closing, tens of thousands of jobs lost, and brands that have been around for decades just vanishing. As we go through the list, drop a comment if you've eaten at any of these chains recently. Let's see who's still keeping them alive. Ready? Here are the 12 iconic restaurant chains that are crumbling in 2025. Let's jump in. Number 12 is Red Lobster, a seafood legend now fighting to survive. Their ultimate endless shrimp deal, meant to attract customers, turned into a financial disaster. People loved it so much the company lost millions, leadership miscalculated, and the losses piled up fast. On top of that, tastes have changed. Younger diners want faster, healthier, trendier options, not a 2-hour meal with a bib. Red Lobster filed for bankruptcy, closing nearly 100 locations overnight. Equipment was auctioned off for pennies. The brand is desperately trying to simplify its menu and fix its finances, but it might be too late. For a chain built on cheddar biscuits and family dinners, it's a shocking fall. Is your local Red Lobster still open? Let me know. The future looks uncertain for this American staple. Let's see who's next. Number 11. Applebee's, your old neighborhood grill and bar, is shrinking fast. Sales are down and they're closing restaurants everywhere. The casual dining market is brutal, with competition from fast casual spots like Chipotle and Panera. Applebee's tried to chase millennials with new menus and trendy decor, but it backfired, alienating loyal families and failing to attract new fans. Hundreds of locations have closed, and the company is now focused on a smaller, more profitable core and delivery. The days of Applebee's being everywhere are over. It's a tough scene for a place packed with memories. Will they survive as a niche player, or fade away completely? Let's keep moving. Next up, a chain that's lost its Friday feeling. Number 10. TGI Fridays. Once the place for after-work fun, now it's struggling with an identity crisis. Franchisees are in financial trouble, customer traffic is down, and the brand feels lost. They've tried new menus, logos, and even virtual brands, but nothing sticks. Constant changes have only confused customers. Are they a family spot, a sports bar, or a cocktail lounge? Dozens of underperforming locations have closed, and the company is shrinking to survive. Fridays needs a total overhaul to stay relevant. Without a clear vision, the Always Friday promise is fading fast. Let's see who's next on the chopping block. Number 9. Ruby Tuesday, a chain on life support for years. Multiple bankruptcies, endless rebranding, and a shrinking footprint have left it a shadow of its former self. The once popular garden bar lost its appeal, and the brand never found a clear direction. Stuck between fast food and upscale dining, Ruby Tuesday just couldn't compete. Most locations are gone, and the new owners are just managing the decline. No big comeback plan, just more closures. It's a quiet, sad end for a chain that once had nearly 1,000 restaurants. Have you seen a Ruby Tuesday lately? Let's move on. Number 8. Boston Market, a comfort food favorite, is collapsing from the inside. Lawsuits, unpaid bills, and chaotic leadership have left the company in shambles. Vendors sued for millions, and some locations literally ran out of food. The number of stores has dropped from over 300 to just a few dozen. Mismanagement, not changing tastes, is killing Boston Market. Even their headquarters was seized for unpaid taxes. Temporary shutdowns and labor violations have become the norm. The concept still has potential, but the brand is almost beyond saving. Unless there's a total overhaul, Boston Market is on the fast track to extinction. Next up, a chain that's lost its edge. Number 7. Hooters, once famous for wings and its restaurant gimmick, is fading fast. Changing social attitudes have made their original concept feel outdated and problematic. Younger generations aren't interested, and the core customer base is shrinking. Attempts to rebrand with spin-offs and a focus on food haven't worked. Dozens of locations have quietly closed in a slow, steady decline. The world moved on, but Hooters didn't. Without a radical reinvention, they'll keep shrinking into obscurity. Let's keep going. Number 6. Sbarro, the king of mall pizza, is trapped in a dying business model. Their entire strategy depended on busy malls, but as malls emptied out, so did Sbarro's customer base. They failed to adapt, sticking to food courts while competitors invested in delivery and standalone stores. Multiple bankruptcies and hundreds of closures later, Sbarro is a ghost of its former self. Attempts to open street-side locations haven't worked. People still see them as mall pizza. Sbarro's story is a warning: adapt or disappear. For many, that greasy slice is just a memory now. On to the next. Number 5. Steak and Shake, a Midwest classic, is in chaos. Their full-service diner model became too expensive, leading to long waits and poor service. The company closed hundreds of locations, trying to convert to a fast food model and sell to new franchisees. The transition has been slow, with many stores sitting empty for years. The brand's presence has been gutted, and customers have moved on. Can they rebuild, or is the famous steakburger history? The future is uncertain. Let's see who's next. Number 4. Subway, the world's biggest restaurant chain by locations, is shrinking fast. Overexpansion led to stores cannibalizing each other's sales, crushing franchisees. Rigid franchise rules, money-losing promotions, and a stale menu have driven owners and customers away. Scandals and stronger competition from places like Jersey Mike's and Chipotle haven't helped. Subway has closed thousands of U.S. locations in recent years. A new owner promises a turnaround, but the challenges are huge. Can Subway modernize and win back customers? Only time will tell. Next up, a pizza icon in trouble. Number 3. Pizza Hut, the Red Roof childhood favorite, is weighed down by its dine-in legacy. The pizza world has shifted to delivery and carry-out, but Pizza Hut is stuck with expensive, aging dine-in restaurants. Competitors like Domino's and Papa John's are lean, tech-driven, and built for speed. Pizza Hut's largest franchisee went bankrupt, closing hundreds of locations. The company is trying to pivot to smaller, delivery-focused stores, but it's a slow, costly process. Closing those classic Red Roof restaurants erases a piece of their identity. Can they modernize before it's too late? The race is on. Let's see who's next. Number 2. Friendly's, an East Coast icon, is melting away. Multiple bankruptcies and constant ownership changes have left the chain with barely 100 locations. Outdated restaurants and a menu that hasn't kept up with the times drove customers away. Friendly's became a place for dessert, not dinner, and the death spiral began. Now, the ice cream business in supermarkets is thriving, but the restaurants are fading fast. It's likely Friendly's will become just an ice cream brand, with the classic restaurant disappearing for good. Did you grow up with Friendly's? Share your memories. Only one spot left. Here's the most shocking decline of all. Number 1. IHOP, the International House of Pancakes, is facing its biggest crisis ever. Changing breakfast habits mean fewer people want a sit-down pancake meal. Fast food, coffee shops, and trendy brunch spots have stolen their customers. IHOP's attempt to rebrand as iChob was mocked and confused everyone. Dozens of locations have closed, and franchisees are struggling with high costs and low traffic. IHOP is no longer the king of breakfast, fighting on all fronts to stay relevant. They need to reinvent pancakes for a new generation, or risk fading away. For such an iconic brand, it's a wake-up call. Let's wrap this up.